there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns will put total weather to crank us up. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Got it in the middle, it's key. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO flick. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Oh, a lot of space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Right back to the well. Runs through a tackle. And they swarm him under.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting a run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Quick pass on the fly motion. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to Johnson.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Going for it all. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Out of the end zone. He gets a block. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find. And get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Gets it out quickly. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Great job. The defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. He tries to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 35. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Skips away from pressure. Rolling right and going deep. Throwing to the end zone. And it's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. This time he's got his man. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, that D-tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and was able to get that tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the 1st down. Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They boot it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
They go to the ground. The Longhorns get it past the sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurry up.
Looking to throw on 1st down. A little release to the back. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Running through contact. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field. Treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. The Huskers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw on that blitz, they had no shot at blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
To the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got the first down and more. Bold up, racing down the left side. Touchdown, Texas! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Looking to buy time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
QB draw. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. When you're called corn huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throwback to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Let's see what they've got on second down. The handoff to Johnson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The Cornhuskers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Shotgun snap on third down. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and take it back. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. To the air, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Finding an escape route. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. To the air on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Power football with the run. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got his man out of the backfield. Can't get him to the ground. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. Looking downfield on first down. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. They'll give it to the back. He's loose. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Passes takes him still on his feet. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
a 3-yard pickup. They come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. A tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Got it looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Huskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the RPO, complete. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. He's going to fire deep. Catch inside the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. To the air, it's Manning. Creates a little space. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Wide receiver going in motion. Now on the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Cornhuskers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll send the tight end in motion. It'll be a run on third and short. Lots of running room. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Huskers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he made the extra point without problem. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete to the right. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Going over the top. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Got room to work. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Turning on the Jets. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. 3.
Man, I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll move the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
It's just so nice to have a signal who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they tack on the PAT. It's 31-13. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Sets up the screen. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Slings it downfield. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And big pass plays like that are the product of an offensive line doing a great job in pass protection. That quarterback cannot read the coverage and get the football out of his hands to the open receiver unless he has time. So give this offensive line tons of credit up front for communicating and not giving up any ground. They are being so physical. Well, they try to go with draw, and they didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
They had nowhere to go. But those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, and maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
Wants to go up top. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The give to the back. The Longhorns will keep this drive going. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking for a man, it's Manning. And it's picked off for the third time today. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Under fire. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Looking for a huge play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That's reeled in. It's Wingo. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. The Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Using his feet to buy time. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Going to swing it on second down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
The play action fake. He'll pull it down. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism, picking up the first down.
Makes the grab. It's Key. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
To the air, it's Raiola. He's got him.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
The Huskers with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires toward the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost a race.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Manning. He'll off one deep down the left side. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Caught close to the marker, it's Barney. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. The sure hands, it's Barney. Snowed under by the defense. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. They'll leave it with him. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Floating away. He's going to fire to the left. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really